to some food because I'm starving. This one's the short one, which is what you were saying, was $7.24.
Yeah, and this is in the middle. This one's just 15 minutes more than that one.
Right, but you were saying short.
Yeah, but let's not do that if it's going to be an extra.
I know. So I said that one, and you're like, oh, okay. But you seemed confused.
No, I knew what I was talking about, and you were trying to confuse me. You were further confusing me. It's your doing, not me.
Does this have a backup camera?
Yes.
Good, so you won't back up into anything. You might still.
My van has a vacuum.
It definitely needs that.
Shut up. My van has a backup camera, and I still manage to back up into Subway.
I've never been there. What is that place? I'm gonna have to go there. A package store? I didn't know that even existed.
Do you need packages?
No, but I might need something that's in there. What's Leah? I had to situate myself.
Okay. Is this the first time we've had a black car?
No.
I thought we had a black car once before. Was it another black Jeep?
Yes.
That's what I was thinking. Are we gonna name it?
So I was thinking, see, there needs to be like Black Cat or Black Phillip.
What? Phillip?
Yeah. Frankenmuth. There was a billboard for Frankenmuth.
Oh.
And then I said yes to Black Phillip. Have you not watched The Witch?
No.
Okay, well there is a goat that these creepy little twins call Black Phillip.
Well, we can't call it something that I'm not aware of. I was thinking of like black mamba, like a snake.
Have you ever watched Megamind?
No.
Because there is a thing in Megamind that's funny because he has like an outfit that's called the Black Mamba.
Okay.
And his little sidekick is like the Black Mamba. I was thinking like in Kill Bill. Where the only thing I remember about Kill Bill besides the music is that woman being like, move your left toe. Well, in one part, they try to kill Uma Thurman by, like she's in a trailer or something. Exactly. Well, they release a black mamba snake in there. She's like fighting the snake. That's great. Real life Quentin Tarantino over here. I don't know that he made the music. I think he did. That actually kind of startled me. I was like, is Brittany having a seizure? What is she doing? And then I looked over at you and you're looking at me with a big dumb smile on your face as you're beeping and booping. And then I like, oh, I get what she's doing. Being an idiot. Okay. I'm glad you're not having a seizure. It's a truck train. It's another truck chain.
That's so weird.
They actually have like railway tires.
Okay. Anyway, where are we now? You turned off the thing, so I don't know where we are. We're in Morris on an unnamed road.
Crowdy member.
It says proud Y member.
Proudly member.
It's just later when I'm going back through the video, and Brittany's like, Proudy member. I'm gonna have to remember that it's for the YMCA. Proud Y member.
Proudly member.
Our car, Carbon.
At end of the road.
That's what Brittany comes up with for the name of the car. Could have been Black Mamba, but no, Carbon. And its nickname is just Car. So we still have like 3 hours to go. I feel like I've been driving forever already. So this is not gonna bode well for the road trip. If it's not even been that long. Thanks, Brittany. Thanks.
Just letting you know how I feel about your random dialogue.
Just trying to make video of the first day of the road trip. You're over there farting and belching. Let's talk about, so we can discuss what we're excited about for the road trip and see if at the end we'll compare and see if what we are excited to do and what we wind up really liking are the same or not.
Okay.
What are you excited about?
Sleeping.
Sleeping?
Yes.
Okay, I got bad news for you. One day we're getting into a place at like 1 a.m. and then we're leaving at like 6 a.m.
Not riding the gondola.
I got bad news for you. You have to, because you have to buy one of those mugs for Mackenzie.
Oh shoot! I forgot something.
What'd you forget?
Your birthday card I was gonna surprise you with.
And it was probably a good one.
It wasn't that good.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was funny, but it wasn't like super weird like Dad's holy mackerel card.
It wasn't as good as the crab dog.
No, I don't think I can ever find anything as good as the crab dog.
I'm most excited about seeing actual mountains. I mean, we've seen actual mountains, but like rocky mountains and glaciers.
I'm excited about not being eaten by a bear, charged by a moose, and crushed by falling rocks.
Attacked by wolves. It was a wolf.
Wolves and bears. According to Eugen, it's bear season.
Yeah. We got the bear spray. You ready? Why didn't you get any bear bells?
Because Eugen says those are dinner bells. And I already explained this to you. I looked it up. And it said that the bears don't associate bells with humans. So they're more likely to come check it out because they're like, what's this?
Yeah.
So we just have to be loud.
I mean, I don't think that's going to be a problem.
They says
Stomping through the woods.
They say that every so often you can just be like, hey bear! And it'll chase the bears off.
So we're just going to walk. Hey, bear!
Yep.
You could do your beep boops. That would scare anything away.
Maybe.
You're really loud sometimes. I mean, I legit hope we don't see a bear. I mean, if it's like far away or something, maybe. But
What
even
if we're
then,
in a car?
I guess if we're in a car, it'd be alright.
'Cause we saw a bear once before from inside the car.
Yeah. There are, like at the Theodore Roosevelt National Park, like wild horses, and I really do want to see some wild horses. I would like that. They also have prairie dog towns, and I would be okay with seeing prairie dogs. So that's what I want to do. Prairie dogs and horses. I would also like to see a moose this time. I don't know how much moose they have in that part of Canada. But we are going to go through like plains areas. So hopefully, you think that moose would like flat areas?
I don't know that moose are plains animals.
I don't know. I'm saying I would like to see a moose, horses, and prairie dogs. These are my goals.
Next Tuesday is my birthday. Just want to let you know I'm not getting you anything. They give the alert because there's so much pressure in our society to have a good time on your birthday. Can't believe I'm going to work on my birthday. Can't believe I'm doing laundry on my birthday. Can't
believe I have to ride a gondola on your birthday.
Great mom. It is fun getting those gifts. It can be hard to give a gift. It's a gamble.
No.
I just want to say that the sign said call your mother because that's recording. And I would forget why Brittany just suddenly was like, quiet, 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 quiet. No!
And here's the fridge. I like fridges.
I do like fridges. Are we crossing a state line with this bridge? Sergeant John F. Baker Jr. Bridge. Hey, it's Montrose. Oh, this is Mississippi.
Oh. I didn't realize we were that far over.
Yeah. That big old Mississippi River.
But I don't think it can see it.
Nope. Our first road trip, we crossed the Mississippi River like 20 times.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in Iowa.
We're not in Iowa.
People of Iowa welcome you.
Now we're in Iowa.
Oh. Sticks and wood. Iowa, get it together.
Clean up your wood.
All right. Iowa. So do we have anything to say about Iowa?
It's boring.
Now that we are in it.
It's boring.
Not a very nice thing to say about Iowa.
Yeah, well, it's not nice for Iowa to be so boring either.
I think it's alright. Was it Iowa where we did the effigy mound?
I don't know.
I liked that.
Shut up!
Stop. Okay, so just had to turn the GoPro back on because Brittany asked one of the most important questions of our lifetime. And that question was, what if they had a racetrack, but for boats? And I think that that's a good question. Why don't we have a racetrack for boats?
I know some people might be like, oh, we're gonna, but that just goes in a straight line. I'm talking about a racetrack that goes in a circle.
A circle.
Do you imagine, like, the boat wrecks?
I know. I think that people would would die a lot more because they would drown. Because not only is there a wreck and they fall in, you know, their boat sinks, but then there's other boats coming. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's the same sort of thing that happens in car racing, because I don't watch car races either.
Okay. What if boats in a demolition derby? Demolition derby boats. I mean, because it would basically just be a more intense version of bumper boats.
It would be really intense, because usually the bumper boats that I'm in go about 2 miles an hour, if that.
Yeah.
And the controls don't work, so you're mostly just kind of spinning in circles and doing wide turns and squirting water at people. Do you have any other boat-related questions?
No, I thought of that because we passed a thing where it looked like somebody had built a pond and it looked like there were bleachers next to it. And I was like, pond racetrack for boats. So that's why that came up. And I was like, why haven't we done that?
But how fast can boats really go?
They go pretty fast, like a speedboat.
Yeah, I guess they can go pretty fast.
I think the technology exists to make boats safe for boat racing.
Well, maybe they could have an ejector seat if they were going to crash. That way they wouldn't go in the water. Eject and then parachute down to a safe place.
Or they could just wear a life jacket.
Well, but see, I'm saying that there's more boats coming, and it's going to be hard to like swim out of there. It's not like someone can just.
But if they
drag
make
them out.
safer boats, it doesn't mean that the boats have to sink.
But then that would be like a hazard for the other boats to crash into.
You mean this doesn't happen with race cars? That they just suddenly jump off the track when they wreck? Other cars don't crash into them. People don't go to races just hoping for a crash to happen because races are boring, except for when there are crashes.
You don't need to yell at me.
I'm just saying, you're being dumb. We're not talking like horses. Okay, that's sad. We're talking about boats.
Why would a horse die?
A horse crashing and then having another horse stomp over it?
Doesn't mean it's gonna die.
Well, I'm pretty sure horses die that way.
I mean, it's possible.
Or get really hurt.
What if the horse was crashing and then the other horse just went around it?
Okay, but I'm saying that horse crashes like that happen and horses get hurt.
Why did you bring horses into this?
Because you were sitting there talking about, look, if somebody hits a boat, they might sink. But what about if other boats hit the boat? It's a boat, who cares? Everyone wants to see crashes. No one wants to see a horse crash.
But if the boat sinks, then it like
a boat is not gonna sink. We can create boats that don't sink. Or the water can just be shallow.
That's what they said about the Titanic.
Yeah, that was also 1912.
Unsinkable ships.
We're like a century past that.
Then why don't you have a boat?
Because they're expensive.
You don't even have a pond. Would you put a boat?
I have a bathtub.
Put a boat, a little toy boat, in your bathtub.
I mean, if we're talking about that, I have several boats because I have model boats.
Yeah, okay. Why aren't they in your bathtub?
Because they're not made to be in water. Fit buddy.
Speedo.
Speed go. Something different.
Something with trucks.
And not trunks. We're so obnoxious.
Get your seatbelt on.
Shut up. You shut up. Just trying to save your life. Yeah, well, maybe I'm gonna die and get away from you. You had nothing to say to that. You'll have your chance. Got an eyelash in my eye. Somehow it's your fault.
I'm so glad we do these every year. I always forget. That's why it's only once a year. I always forget what it's like to be trapped with you in a car for 4 hours.
Deal with it.
GoPro, stop recording.